Hello everyone, this is part 2 to the Great Hall of Records and Coral Castle. I'm Joel Mosier, the first person to scientifically discover sunlight causes gravity and all matters positive and negative charges on January 26th of 2016. I'm also the founder and instructor of J.Terran self-defense. I teach laws and law enforcement. So today, as in a court of law, I'm presenting tangible evidence to substantiate my claims that Coral Castle and the Great Pyramid are connected to the Great Hall of Records. So here we go, folks. Coral Castle is located in Homestead, Florida, as you can see here. And it was built by a man, Edward Leeds Skellnan, and he completed it in 1928, and then he moved it. He moved it, originally called Rockgate Park, and he moved it from Florida City to, which is currently Homestead, Florida. He moved it in 1936. To this day, he died in 1951, but to this day, he has only made claim that he built Coral Castle and never proved it. And it's still that today. Only a claim. As my previous video, I discovered the 3 points within stone, which creates a diamond, up pyramid and down pyramid. And as you can see, the 20 degrees northeast is location to a 3-tier level Great Hall of Records. Here is the original location. This is 20 degrees northeast on the Great Pyramid, and the Great Pyramid actually has 8 sides. During the spring equinox and winter equinox, we can see this. As you see here, we have 20 degrees on the Great Pyramid, and it's the entrance to the, this is a picture to the entrance to the Great Pyramid, as we see here. 20 degrees, and it is also the same as on Coral Castle, the northern part of Coral Castle. It's the same. We see here big to small in the block. We see big to small in the block. It's the same. The block's the same, and the big to small. And they both in the northern location. It's the same. This is one of my tangible evidence connecting Coral Castle to the Great Pyramid, the entrance, right here. Also, we see here that the entrance to the original entrance to the Great Pyramid and Coral Castle has an entrance. It's right here. It's the same. And the original entrance to the Great Pyramid is in the northeast, 25.8 feet east of the center line of the pyramid. We see here, folks. On the east side of the pyramid, we'll be found about 1,000 feet or so south of the northeast corner of the pyramid. We have T-shapes located here, and it's the same as in the east wall of Coral Castle. It's the same. We see here. We also see a T-shaped when the gate is opened, the 9-ton gate, and it's the same as in the north entrance to Coral Castle, big to small, and the block. The 2 T-shapes here, and the T-shape here. Now, folks, that's my tangible evidence right here. The block is the connection to Coral Castle and the Great Pyramid, and then you have the big to small pyramids at the top. That's my tangible evidence connecting Coral Castle and the Great Pyramid to the entrance to the Hall of Records. So as we can see here, T-shape, T-shape, And what you would, at this point, a theory, as yet from this location, this is outside the east wall, or here is the same, and you would pass through here, and you'd walk down steps into a 3-tier level Great Hall of Records. And this is actually the entrance to the well, the water that's in Coral Castle. And this a gate that Edward Leeds Skellin claims he used to block up the stairs going to the well. Next, folks, I will show you the tangible evidence that Edward Leeds Skellin did not build Coral Castle. On Coral Castle, we have multiple we call oolite sculptures. There are no tool marks or chisel marks, only natural lines. As you can see here, folks, no tool marks or chisel marks, only natural lines. Only natural lines. And as David Carr here in Universal Wave Theory, he investigated Coral Castle back in 2014. He also said, when examining the quarry and the blocks, there are no signs of chisel marks. There are no signs of chisel marks anywhere. It's all natural lines. Now, who created Coral Castle? It's one of our 4 creators of mankind. And as you can see, big to small. Edward Leeds Skellin couldn't even explain anything in Coral Castle. This is on the east wall, big to small. Big to small is the secret to the universe revealed. Big, this is in the north. People, plants, and animals have a positive charge, which is the north side, and we have big magnets. And in the south is the sun, and the south is a negative charge, but the location of the sun has small magnets. And we see again, here on the east wall, here's the 9-ton gate, and we have big to small. Again, big. The northern part's a positive charge. People, plants, and animals have big magnets. And to the south is a negative charge. And the sun has small magnets. And this is Edward Leeds Skellin's sundial that he did not create because he didn't know anything about it. I discovered that big to small, you can see here, right? Big to small, sunlight causes gravity. Big to small, because the sun flows from positive to negative. Unit goes from positive to negative. Who did create Coral Castle? It's right here. One of the creators is right here, the first father symbol. The Mayans call the sun right here, and the sun twists from left to right. And this is the first father symbol right here. You can see it. It's the same. And on your hand, sunlight causes gravity. And your pinky the sun has small magnets. But people, plants, and animals have big magnets and we're connected to the planet. And as you can see again, we have here big to small. But we also have the chairs. Again, big to small. One's to the north and one's to the south. Edward Leeds Skellin didn't create. It's our parents, our first parents. The sun, Atum, and Eden. All dust, dirt, stones, and negative charge. The whole planet is Eden. And Mosier's is connected to Coral Castle. Edward Leeds Skellin was sold land by a real estate agent called Reuben L. Mosier. And it connects me. I live in my grandparents' homestead house. a site in Florida as described by real estate agent Reuben L. Mosier. And this is my grandfather and I in 1972 when I was 2 years old. And we're third generation Christmas tree farmers. My grandfather was the second generation and I was the third generation. As you can see here, folks. Again, folks, no tool marks. No tool marks, folks. None whatsoever. No chisel marks. But here's the tangible evidence who actually created Coral Castle. So, folks, I'm really happy to inform you of this tangible evidence. It took me a while, but I made the connection. It's the block on, you can see, the entrance to Coral Castle and the entrance to the Great Pyramid, and it's at 20 degrees northwest. That's the entrance to the Great Pyramid, and that's the symbol that connects the entrance to the Great Pyramid connects it to Coral Castle, and the entrance to the Great Hall of Records. So, folks, I teach laws and law enforcement, and we present tangible evidence in a court of law. Substantiate my claims are factual. So, folks, there are no aliens. It's just us humans because of the aura on our skin and the auras on our body. That's it. There's no aliens. I'm Joel Mosier, J.Terran. I'm the first Terran to be born on Eden, or Earth. Erden Eden, which is German for dirt. Thank you, folks. These scientific discoveries are here to stay.